This circulation is still very powerful in this thunderstorm, but unfortunately with this very strong signature on radar, this is a very compelling radar signature.
Jay, it's Laney. I've got a monster wedge tornado. I'm about 4 to 5 miles south of Greensburg.
You really should think about heading down to your shelters. Keep an eye on this thunderstorm as it approaches you.
It was a 1.7 mile wide tornado, and the town itself is about 2 miles wide. So it was really quite complete in the destruction. While the loss of life, which was about a dozen people, was significant, it was far less than had it been in the middle of the night. They anticipated at least 300 people would have died. But the town in rural Kansas is certainly not thought of as a progressive environmental demographic. They were starting with a brand new slate, but that's also where we saw tremendous opportunity, that if this town would embrace environmentalism in a way that they framed it and were comfortable with it, it would be a significant win for the environmental movement as a whole. That, you know, politically there's half the country identifies themselves as conservative. Political demographic has been apathetic toward the environment, if not downright hostile. So initially it was about talking to people about the wisdom of rebuilding this community as green, and in terms that they understood and knew. As is often the case, ranchers and farmers are, by their very nature, environmentalists. They have to be. So it was helping them understand that this wasn't a political agenda. It was about common sense. And in a lot of ways, it was doing what they had already done, or certainly their ancestors who pioneered and homesteaded out here had done. Whether it's building their homes and buildings with a solar orientation, or conserving water, recycling. You know, farmers and ranchers are renowned for not wasting. So why not seize the opportunity that was inherent in rebuilding as a model green community? And by and large, the only significant roadblock was the previous politicization of the movement. And so it was, for us, it was just depoliticizing it, and then it was smooth sailing, and people are very enthused about it, and they've taken real ownership of it. It's not a foreign concept to them. It's one they're literally taking a lead on.
Right after the tornado, we didn't really know what we would do, and the community decided to go with the green effort from the name Greensburg and try to build on that. And it really wasn't something we were interested in or knew anything about. And so when we started to think about building, we realized how much money we could save so that we could build a better house and maybe have a little more for our payment if we did go greens. In the end result, our home should cost $1 a day to heat and cool.
There is no better investment today in the world than conservation. Fuel prices and water prices and all these natural resources are only going to go up. So that return on investment is only going to get greater. So it's a pretty compelling argument to make to people. Any system in sustainability we're interested in integrating into the community. So that will be permeable concrete, rainwater reuse systems for homes, for businesses, for the town as a whole. All of these are being considered. Power generation, we're looking at 100% renewable energy 100% of the time. Looking at wind turbines, community wind system. Food is an essential element of a sustainable community, and knowing your neighbors who grow or farm is a great plus. And we're trying to bring that back through a vibrant farmers market and community gardens, and awareness of folks here about the importance of raising food for their neighbors.
I hope to see the green make a growth for the community that we haven't had before. And I can foresee people coming from all over the United States perhaps, just because we will be the greenest community.
I didn't know very much about the green movement, and I've learned so much, and I want to learn more. It's just fascinating. Hopefully, the future generations will learn something from us as to how to go about it. Maybe they can do it better, but at least we're making a big step forward.